Mike MDs, thanks for joining me today. We have a 2016 BMW X1. The customer's complaint is there's intermittent rough engine running. There's some fault codes in there for some engine misfires and some battery charging fault codes. It came from another shop. They had a hard time figuring it out and they brought it here. And we did figure the problem out. It is actually coming from a separated harmonic balancer. And I'm going to show you how to check that right now. You're gonna need a screwdriver and a flashlight, a long skinny flathead if you have one, that's the easiest to use. A little background on this vehicle, this is a 4-cylinder transverse engine, front wheel drive BMW. It's their first front wheel drive and it started in 2016, and this is actually the same engines they use in the Mini Coopers. It's the same subframe, the same setup and everything, so you're gonna see this on the Minis as well, the same issue too. All right, so this is a zoom in through the side here. You can see the front crankshaft pulley or the harmonic balancer. The belt rides on there on the front side. You can't really see it because I'm straight overhead, but you're gonna get a long screwdriver, place it down in there. Let's see if we can do this. I'm trying to film at the same time. And you're gonna get into this little notch right in there. And it should have some movement because there's a rubber lining in between, just a little bit. But if you can move it that much, let's see if you can see that. If you can move it that much, that means it's fully separated and it's spinning. It's slipping and grabbing at the same time. So that's why the issues that the customer may be complaining about or noticing are going to be intermittent. It's going to be really hard to diagnose because it feels like it could be a bad spark plug or a bad ignition coil or something like that. Additionally, what's making this situation worse is this vehicle has a bad or collapsed engine mount. It's fully cracked and it's fully collapsed, dropping the whole engine down a good inch or so down in here. So it's almost metal to metal riding down on there. So whatever's going on is definitely exaggerating what the customer is feeling. On this same vehicle, there's also another known issue. You hear an intermittent popping noise in the front suspension, or creaking sometimes when doing U-turns or turning sharply or going in and out of driveways and things like that. I'm trying to get it to do it, but you can't. But those of you who have heard that noise will know exactly what I'm talking about, and you'll be wondering what that is. I'll put it on the hoist really quick and show you what it is. It's basically a lower control arm into the suspension. Now the culprit is coming from the lower control arm, the actual ball joint right in here, which unfortunately is built into the whole arm. So it starts getting a little loose and you're getting that little popping noise. Now technically it's not going to cause any issues, but if it gets bad enough, it'll definitely cause some tire wear. And then also it could potentially in the long run pop out and come apart. Once it gets to that point, it's going to be a pretty rough ride and you're going to notice. When replacing this, I highly recommend also replacing this thrust bushing as well that goes with it. Thank you for joining me today. Please like and subscribe. I have a bunch of other videos just like this and some other fun stuff too. We'll see you next time. Happy motoring to you.